Check, check. Okie dokie. See if the radio is going to cooperate. Right on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the BMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news, so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
That's right. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with the two idiots, Laz and Jack, where we interpret some news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because we have no clue what's going on anywhere.
The best train wreck on the internet, the Justice TV show. Thank you for the follow. And Captain Knives. I love today's stream title. Let's see if we can raid NBNN. Let me know when they're on.
Yeah.
That's right, Falcon Nut. No jack off today. That's right. No jack off today. But jack off tomorrow. Jack off tomorrow. We all off tomorrow because.
Wait. Aren't you supposed to jack off every day for your prostate health?
Well, yeah. Every other day.
The more you masturbate, the better it is for your prostate. Or so a random Facebook post or
happy
something
to report
like
that at last exam there was no problems with the old prostate. Why? Because good prostate health maintenance. That's right. Lots of it. Lots of it.
Yeah. And giveaway is open on my stream. Laz has opened up the giveaway on his stream. That's like saying you're going to grow hair on your palms. I still have yet a single hair on my palm.
I only started going blind just recently, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually, these are just so I can see the fine print. Most of the times I'm looking over these, but what happened there? Did we get all those tweets out today? Yes, we did. Let's get an announcement out because we haven't done that in a while. And our radio is still not functional.
Still not working? Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Like low-hanging fruit bug. Oh, man.
That's okay. Simple enough to include the radio station link or the Twitch TV link for everybody to know that they can get themselves some mystery game keys. All you got to do is make this little bar over here move, and we will do raffles, we will play marbles, we will do all sorts of other stuff. But Otherwise,
And those
we're going to bore you with some interpretation of Soda News, and
yeah, those game keys have ranged from 99 cents to 49.99. So
that's right.
they are completely random. We have no idea what most of those games actually are. So you want to get in on those, and most of them have extremely positive reviews. So,
well, I do know that our viewers have enjoyed many of the games they've gotten, so it's been popular here on stream. We'll continue to do it as long as you guys enjoy it. So let's do it. What do we got for today? Or should I just
let's talk about some control points?
Control points.
Yeah, control points.
Oh yeah, this is actually a continuation when you were off yesterday for most of the day. I started this discussion yesterday, starting off today, and there's some additional input. But let's do a recap real quick because I was so surprised that this was even something that people were even bothered with anymore.
What, making
Captain
control
Knives,
points more
yes,
difficult?
you did. Make AFKing control points more difficult. Now, be sure to pay attention to the OP's per sentence.
Please add mechanics to prevent players from easily AFK fighting at control points, such as once a player comes within a certain distance of the control point, a countdown timer starts, and after some random time just over an hour, the player is automatically teleported to a random location some distance from the control point.
Now, I'm going to ask you first off, what's the obvious flaw with that thought?
Well, that means yesterday. That you've already hit attenuation while you were AFK that entire time.
Yeah, long before 61 minutes, that's for sure.
Yeah, you've already attenuated at 45 minutes.
You're there and gone. Yeah. So
so,
exactly, Candace. So realistically, that one doesn't work. But his original sentence is to prevent players from easily AFK fighting. Means they're in combat, they're doing damage, and they're part of the fight, according to his statement. Yeah. If they're AFK, if I'm sitting on the can and my archer's shooting there doing, damage, and it's really good damage. It's what's the word I'm looking for?
So for one, I'm going to revert back to. I mean, I actually like the idea that random party members are teleported off of the platform to somewhere else. That means they have to run back to recontribute, which could potentially fuck up everything and wipe everybody. But
especially when your tank gets teleported away randomly because he was just about to kill something that just all of a sudden kills the rest of the party. No, that doesn't work.
But at the same time, the other thing that really, 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 really needs to change is enemy AI. It needs to be diversified. It needs to be changed. You need to have some mobs that are going to target individuals based off of criteria within the group, and then you would still have to hate to get that aggro. So
Captain Knives got a question for us, and he's new to the game. He's been here less than a week. He's been streaming, and again, thank you for the raid. You did do that correctly today. But is a control point related to some PvP event in game? Short history or long history on control points?
Originally, control points were designed to limit access to certain areas of the map, and they were scaled on difficulty to really prevent everything, and as well as set up the concept of regional economies.
I'm bringing up the world map to sort of give them an idea.
Yeah, this was abandoned a long time ago.
Control point.
Because of the amount of loading time that people were taking as far as number of scenes that were loaded to get from point A to point B. And it's
Control
also
point.
a moot point when you
Control
can
point.
teleport around the map.
This one failed.
You can recall, teleport to friend. But yes, so the purpose of who's the AI programmer at Portalarium? At Portalarium, it was Jason Yenawine, JW. I don't believe he's actually worked with Portalarium in several years.
Please, the troll bridge. Yeah, the troll bridge was not even there. While we were scouting Novia before the BMC planted its place down over here in the world, if I can get here, we had found this cut through. And originally, we even had Jacob White rename this Cooper's Pass at one point. It used to read Cooper's Pass, and in history, it is still known. That's why the BMC ring was found in this pass originally. Now it's found on a lot of trolls, but there was nothing there. It was just a blank place to walk through.
You named it Cooper's Pass. Then other people.
I had Jacob White inserted into Soda Map, and he liked it, so it was named Cooper's Pass. What can I say? It was, but this was the control point over here, and we found that there was nothing blocking us over here, so it was the point of the control point. They finally put the random troll that popped up before they actually added the scene here mid last year. They actually just took the overland encounter out and put a scene in, which actually was. Who's Cooper? Duke Ezekiel Cooper? That's right. Econdas knows. Leader of the BMC. Yeah. Anyway, that's a short history of control points. But control points are now a place where you can go get, as I was telling you the other day on stream, you can get up to 8 million experience in less than an hour out of the control point. And that's where you'll go.
Unless you're level less than 100, then you can get even more XP an hour. Because there is no cap on XP for under level 100. And
absolutely good point, Mom, because when asked to have the ring inserted into the game, the BMC ring, the inscription on the ring actually reads, found at Cooper's Pass, which is, again, a throwback because it wasn't actually part of the storyline. It was player-created storyline, so they didn't want it on the actual world map, but pay homage to it in the BMC ring. And let's see, do I have a ring on me? I should have a ring on me.
I have mine on me right now, and I'm showing that right now.
Am I actually wearing my BMC ring? I don't want inventory.
I am wearing mine, so.
Yeah. BMC, that's mine there, on mine. Crafted from enchanted black rock. Black rock goes back to Ultima 6 or 5 or something like that, the first works of it, but was lost during the excavation of Cooper's Pass in 485 PC. And of course, note the bonus, blah, blah, blah. And of course, this is one of them glass cannon rings. If you want to wear one of these, you can carry a whole bunch, but you lose a bunch of health. You can pack a punch, but boy, if a toothpick drops on you, you're going to pop that bubble. Yes, BMC is the Britannia Mining Company. You'll see their ads here all over the place. Anyway, back to AFK and control points. So, Econdas chimed in, Bridge Troll chimed in, Warrior B. Patrick, Kashiva, but then Necronut hits it on the head down at the bottom. These are the new additions from yesterday.
Okay, wait, how far down?
Just a few posts down.
Thing is, what you're missing, and this is the key piece of information, is that the single most active player in this game is Auto Hotkey and his little brother mouse recording software.
Now, why anybody would want to do that, I don't know. But that was the name of the program I was trying to think of yesterday. I know
mouse
that.
Recorder?
No, I just, we were talking about it, and I was like, anybody can just take a simple mouse recorder and heal somebody in a party AFK, deal damage, The word I was looking for earlier was DPS, damage per second. If I'm AFK and my archer's causing a shit ton of DPS, who gives a crap? As long as he's doing his job. And believe me, there's a lot of times where I'm out of control point and I gotta go take a leak or go grab a Pepsi or I want to grab a smoke, and I'll just target something that I know is going to take a couple seconds longer to kill, and I'll walk away for a second. I mean, I'm not AFK forever, but I do it from time to time. I think everybody does, but anyway, yeah, no need to. At least it takes away the enjoyment. I can see if it was tedious stuff. I can say back in like, what was it, release 14, 15. You used to be able to go mine crystal nodes and sell crystals for like 2,000 gold a piece. So there's a place down in the Clink where you could just sit there and a crystal node would appear was it down in the Clink? Crystal node would just appear every hour, every 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. I think there's a crystal node down there along with that chest mimic.
So, I set a character to just sit down there and mine that node for a little while, but that's way, way, way back.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't just go to the Owl's Nest mine where it is low level and the ore spawn is ridiculously fast and you can just sit there and mine.
I was brand new and I was watching the Mad Hermits videos back at the time. So this was before we were even streaming, and I was watching other people, and I didn't have the skills. I didn't even know where the mine was at the time. I just knew I can get some crystals down there and I can get some fast cash to start playing around in the game back then. But
Yep.
We wouldn't want to talk about anything like crafting either, would we?
Never would we ever want to talk about the thing that keeps us in business.
Business.
Although I'm looking for which link is that one?
Oh no! I was talking about AFK crafting. Yeah. Start a batch of crafting. Go play some pew pew. Start a batch of crafting. Play another game of pew pew. Yeah.
I've actually streamed the way that I craft in game before, and I do have like over 100 in a lot of the crafting skills. Some of them are like 110 for milling. It's like completely useless. And I will start a craft, then alt tab to a different game, play that game. 10 minutes later, finish that competitive map of whatever, come back to Shroud where, hey, that batch craft is just finishing, and then start a new one. It is extremely infuriating. It makes me cry.
Captain Knives, yes, you already got your answer there, but Owl's Nest is a real early newbie mining area. You may even be past that, but it's a nice way to get started. Just to get your skills up.
You will be overweight really quickly in there, but it is worthwhile for getting that mining skill up there.
And if you need a tour later on, right after the stream, if you want to give me a few minutes to get the show uploaded and stuff, come on over to Owl's Head and I'll take you on a tour of some of the other, Elysium mines, and some other mines. This way, at least you have them marked on your zones, and you'll be able to teleport back to them at a later date.
Yes.
Jack doesn't need any bunny slippers. Jack's always running around either with his sandals or barefoot to begin with. I'm guessing he's got his sandals on now after he just got out of the shower.
My bunnies, I actually really do have.
He has them in real life, we should say. Yeah, go get them. Yeah. Go get both pairs. Go get them. He's got them in real life. It's even better. Yeah. Forget about having them in game. Jack did us all one better. He's got 2 different pairs in real life, and you're going to get to see those right now. And they're really cool. He had to run over to his bedroom. The cat's probably got them.
Lily, what'd you do?
Where could you have left them? Now he's hunting for them. I thought you were just going to walk across the hall. I didn't think you had to go hunting the whole house, for crying out loud.
I forgot the white bunny slippers were in the hallway.
Okay.
I walked in some
Hunting
snow.
rabbits.
Yeah. So, yes, I do have white bunny slippers. This one does have metal in it where you can actually bend the ears.
Oh, cool. Bridge Troll! Are we going for the pin?
Then I also do have the requisite pink bunny slippers. So yes. The white ones, they have way too much padding when you put your foot in it, so they're very, very warm.
Very, very warm.
Yeah, the other day I actually did walk in snow, and you know what? So I had to let them dry out, and I left them in the hallway. So I was like running back and forth through my bedroom, and it's like, where the fuck are these things? And I forgot.
All right, we've got a sub from Bridge Troll for subscribe for 10 months, and he said pin me, so we're gonna pin him. That's gonna trigger a raffle as well. So make sure you're raffled up, and the winner of the race, as always, will get themselves 10 teleport to zone scrolls if you win the race. So make sure you type in exclamation play on both streams, Jack's stream and my stream.
I do not have the bunny suit onesie.
That was Bob, man. Bob the Builder. Yeah. Funniest thing ever.
Yeah, who did have an actual bunny suit onesie.
6'5" in a onesie. Yeah.
Okay, loading up track number 11 right now on my stream. So exclamation mark play on both streams, because yes, I definitely do have the priest outfit, which is very, very important.
That's right there. That's right. That's right. That's right there. That's right.
The requisite number of bits, I do have the cardinal sin on, and I will put it on and finish the stream wearing ye old cardinal sin.
That's right.
and hold on. Let me pull it out real quick. Let me show you how awesome these things are. So it does have the little bit of courtesy, but most of it is straight through. But yes. If you would like to see me in ye old cardinal sin, tip the requisite number of bits.
Click on the boot below.
Yes, and we are down to a few seconds before.
Oh, you never said we're clicking start. I'm sitting here waiting.
Oh, I'm down to 10 seconds. So click start. Yeah, we gave everybody plenty of time. I thought I did do 3, 2, 1.
You were about to, and somebody mentioned cardinal sin, and you probably clicked and reached. That's okay. I was able to catch up. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. The Captain Knives trying to get down first.
Oh yeah. Right now we've got Tina and B Striker in the lead, although it says
Skeggy ejected.
I'm ejected out of my own map. What is this? Sacrilege. Oh.
Into the spiral. Treasure pile takes the lead.
Yaz, are you saying that you don't think people want to see me wearing Cardinal Sin?
Falco Nut ejected.
Oh, you don't want to see me dance. You don't want to see me dance, and you don't want to see me sing. Tina is in the lead. Mom ejected.
Mom was ejected. Yep, on both sides.
Yeah, it's never fun. Tina still has the lead, dropping
Treasure
down.
pile running away with it, headed for the pin.
Oh, B Striker just passed up Tina, and I think Tina was just ejected. Yes, Tina was just.
I was ejected.
B Striker.
Bridge Troll ejected. Looks like Blaze Garsnick is ejected. A Night Owl stays alive. Captain Knives ejected.
Laz ejected. Econdis ejected. Still getting to the pin. B Striker and Yaz are now at the pin.
We've got a bunch of people hitting it. A Night Owl, Treasure Pile, Econdis.
A Night Owl's now at the pin. Yaz ejected launched up by the pin.
Treasure Pile gets the first eject, and it looks like Treasure Pile's gonna steal it if she makes it to the end.
Looks like Yaz is gonna steal it on my. Oh, a Night Owl just blew right past Yaz to steal that victory. I thought Yaz actually had it, and I was trying to figure out how am I going to spell Yaz Charrier again, because I can never remember how to spell it.
Because we don't. Yeah.
But Andrew Night Owl sending you some in-game scrolls, and then don't forget Laz has that to pull his giveaway because he got that subscription.
That's right. Let's get treasure. Some teleport scrolls first, and then we will pick a winner in the mystery game key giveaway. There you go, Treasure Pile. There's some scrolls for you. Congrats to you.
To Andrew Night Owl. Congratulations on that victory. Oh, man.
We're going to go ahead and close out the giveaway. Pick ourselves a winner. And Hanodos, congratulations. Let's see what Hanodos has got himself a copy of. As the page refreshes.
And we do have one tweet from Chris that we can talk about.
He's got himself a copy of Enclave.
Oh, cool.
And
yeah. And Jason has been working at
$4.99 on Steam.
Hook Bang as a senior software engineer for 1 year and 3 months. And laid off by Portalarium in November of 2019.
What's this?
Oh, Jason. You know why? The
AI. JY. Gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
Peterverse.
Okay. Tweet of us with the single tweet from Chris where he is working on the 2 players resurrecting a player at the same time, resulting in a bad player state bug. Not able to be reproduced by the testers or by Chris, even with some extra love to simulate it. Going to add some extra logic to try and prevent this, and you guys can tell me if it works.
Because we can't recreate it. I didn't realize there was a problem with that. Because whenever somebody asks for a res, I know like 3 or 4 people always go, I got you.
And that res cast is so long that it's like everybody's going off at the same time. So, yeah.
That's right. Next raffle is open. I see people saw I opened it while Jack was doing that tweet. Exclamation. Yeah. I love free shit. Make sure you're raffled up. Because you never know when the next raffle gets triggered. Of course you know, because somebody makes that move or donates.
Yes, you do. Yeah, everybody knows. Don't forget exclamation mark. I love free shit. All is one word. Because you
All
too can do
one
things.
word. As a
Okay.
reminder, we will not be here tomorrow because Jack's got a real lunch thingy, and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to take the day off too. Do some lunch of my own.
Company wide meeting.
Maybe make some brownies. Hey, brownie.
Oh, yay.
Moving right along.
Okay. We are changing directions to it's very quiet in here.
Shh. It's very, very quiet.
Okay. Belladonna Rose is posting in the player test environment QA server saying it's been pretty quiet in here for a while. Just wondering what more we can be testing. Unity seems to be holding up and working good. So not sure what else we should be looking for. I know when I find a bug or report it. Curious to know when more dungeon testing will be going on. I tried placing the Rise shaft room and it's still broken. Still waiting for more spawners to be added. Seems that some things have been set to the side again. Just curious, not complaining.
Just curious. And this is
I,
in the player test environment QA.
which reminds me that we should evaluate the player test environment testing directive directions.
Those are like non-existent, aren't they?
Oh, shit.
But we do have a first post of the year caught in the New Britannia, the NBNN Daily Britannian from the Avatars Express, and submitted by our own lovely Thradia.
Oh yeah,
And
welcome.
that'll
She should.
that'll set up our next. What do you
Thraddy
want
is
to
not
talk?
in here to read it for us.
Well, that would be nice, but
Yeah, that would be preferential to have her read it for us.
in a
Yes.
perfect world.
Okay, so welcome to 2021. We hope everyone had a good holiday in spite of all the COVID restrictions. 2020 saw lots of changes in Shroud of the Avatar, and with the new year upon us, we are excited to see what the devs have in store for us this year. Last year, we saw many additions and fixes including mounts, more conversationalists, hordes of new deco items, episode 2 new scene, economy, crafting and loot changes, and so much more. This year, Chris Atos Spears did put out a small vision statement on the official forums on January 6th saying, I've seen many requests for a 2020 vision. Here's an initial overview of what we're going to do, but I'll post more about it later.
Sometime this week.
Sometime this week. He's got until tomorrow.
Maybe for tomorrow's newsletter.
Yeah, maybe. As for Avatars Express, we are happy to be back and keeping up to date with the latest updates and news. As well as continuing our POT feature articles, event coverage, and more. If you don't already, make sure you join us in Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Pornhub, OnlyFans, etc., and on the website for lots of news, events, and articles. We are also looking for anyone who would like to contribute with articles of all kinds. If you run an event, quests, etc., please consider helping out by self-reporting. The Shroud community is big and many things are happening that are never seen by others. With 10K monthly users, we would need a full-time staff to track down everything that is happening. You can fill out the contributed form, message that Sean guy on the forums, or post in the Discord server that you would like to help. You can also message Thradia for more information about Avatars Express. There's no commitment once signed up. You can post as much or as little as you like. You can use one of those systems by following us on Twitter at Avatars Express. even more reliable due to its fully automated nature, is joining us on the Discord server. News items are posted via RSS, or you can subscribe to RSS directly on the website. Speaking of that, for some reason, my OnlyFans is actually up to. Don't ask me why. Don't. 16 active fans and 18 expired. I think that's fucking hilarious.
Expired.
People are following my OnlyFans joke account.
I was gonna say, do you even post anything there on a regular basis? But I guess you do.
Dude, I am not posting a picture of my dick anywhere. Okay, it's really not that impressive.
Yeah.
And there are some people that like to play with it besides myself, but yeah. If I was hung like a porn star, things would be completely different.
Yeah, joke account. That's right, Crafty. Tell him.
Oh, joke.
You saw a picture. You saw a picture of that. It would be a joke. That's right. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like that, or it's going to just make you. It's going to make you laugh. So yes, thank you to Avatars Express for getting back in the swing of things. We look forward to covering additional articles, and thank you, Thradia, for doing those things. We love you, and don't forget, Thradia frequently joins us on the air as well.
Yeah, she's usually here in the green room most days.
She might be getting her eye poked or something like that today.
Is that the vampires?
Mm-hmm.
At the vampire's office, getting the blood drawn, the eyes poked.
Yes, and let me go back and read some of those other comments that people are posting about my OnlyFans. And if you can't, yeah, yeah. Okay, we are going to talk about Pornhub and my Pornhub account, which I don't have.
How many followers you got there?
None. I am not registered on Pornhub. Why register for something that's completely free?
Yeah, right.
I did tell you what I did to my older brother, right?
Yes, you did.
Married with 3 teenage girls.
And I love it, as devious as it was. Yes.
Off the cuff, I told him, it's like we were talking about the potentiality of us dying, and like we need to document or I need to document all of my passwords and everything else. And so I told him that my Pornhub account was registered through his name at my vanity URL, and the password was this, and he's like, "What?"
Well, I'm not going to use my own name.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
If I told my brother, he'd probably say, "Well, I did the same to you," So I mean, that's the way my brother would be.
You've got the same name as your dad, so I mean, that's a little bit weirder.
Well, yeah, my grandfather, my father, and myself all have the same first and last name, but all different middle names. So different. But me and my father still have the same middle initial, which gets a little confusing down here in Florida because, And Facebook, forget about Facebook. I get friend requests from his fans all the time because they find me first, and they send me friend requests, and I got to politely say, "You're looking for my dad. You're looking for the rock and roll guy. You're not looking for me."
Yeah. But yes, other news that we have. Did we ever talk about a custom book or a box?
No, I want to talk about that before we maybe get on to the Discuss 2021.
Okay.
But I like the box thing that I think people should be able to see what's out there, and if they're interested, to make their own. So I do want people to see this.
I love what Vagari actually made with the green box versus the blue avatar box.
Yes.
I think he did a really good job with that. And that's using a tool called boardgamemaker.com. or Board Games Maker and using a blank box where you can generate your own cover.
So explain to everybody what he did real quick, if you would.
Hi, all. Back at the beginning, I did a digital founder on the Kickstarter because I'm an idiot. Since finding my old Ultima games disappeared from my parents' house while I was living in a place with no storage for a long while, and moving to a new house, I started replacing them. In doing so, I got not only a box for Shroud, I got one of the higher tier bundles with some of the extras. Meanwhile, I've gotten a few extra miscellaneous materials of the Ultimas, along with a few CIB versions. Using a blank box from BoardGameMaker.com and some printed stickers for the sides, I created an extra box to store the extra materials alongside the rest of the games on the shelf.
Cool
I'm
idea.
thinking when I order a second one soon, the first is full, it might be nice to create a slightly larger Shroud box to put the game box, if it's still sealed, I have access to digitally, and the extra materials into it to put alongside the other games. Does anyone know if there's any source of Creative Commons non-copyrighted artwork that could be used? I'd like to see how it comes out on the Board Games Maker place, prints directly, but I'd also like it's okay with doing similar sticker paper solutions like I did the first time. Blah, 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 blah. And then there is the official creator kit.
Yeah, I was going to say for Shroud, there is an official creator kit that can be downloaded off the site, and it's got logos, artwork, all sorts of stuff that I've used over the past, and it's free for everybody to use. Now, it's an interesting question. My understanding was it was free to use for anybody who purchased the game. If the game's now free, do they have the license to use it, or do you have to actually purchase the game in order to get the license? I don't know. Is there a the fan kit?
It's available for everybody.
For everybody to use, right?
Yeah.
And Sean Guys actually posts a link to it so that you can get a download if you want to know where that is. Thank you, that Sean Guy. But yeah, nice looking box. And I believe the original, if you look in the archives, it'd probably be a little hard to look up, but the original box artwork is probably out there in this same type format somewhere floating around on the Shroud forums if you wanted to try and do that.
Probably.
But you can go to someplace like shroudmarketplace.com and probably find yourself a box.
I have several that are sitting there on my bookshelf in boxes. In the original box that they were shipped with.
Yeah, I've got a couple still in the original packaging. Not even open from the mailer.
Well, mine were open so that way I could verify the contents. Because some of them were missing things.
Were they? Yeah, I never even opened my Duke one. I opened one of my citizen pledges just to have.
I'm missing 2 or 3 signed maps.
Well,
how the maps were missed being signed, I don't know.
Yeah.
And yes, my pledges were a high enough level to get the signed maps. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's cool. I really do like what Vagari did with the green box. I think it's really cool for that collector's box.
Indeed.
Yeah. Then we have time for one more quickie today.
A quickie?
Yeah.
Minute and a half?
I don't know. We can talk about enemy AI some more. Because
enemy AI?
Yeah, because we really need to do that.
Okay, link me.
Well, that's the making AFK control points more difficult unless you're. But enemy AI is something that really needs to be evaluated on how enemies actually respond to things and what they
need more smarts.
They need more smarts and more diverse skill usage. And
Treasure pile. It's not like Jack can't just drive over to Chris's house and get one if he really needed to. Don't forget, Jack lives in Austin, outskirts
yeah,
of
well,
Austin.
Chris lives probably like 45 minutes away from me.
Oh, is he that the other side? Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So I am just south of Austin. Chris is northwest of Austin.
Ah, other side. Gotcha.
Yeah.
45 minutes. That's a hop, skip, and a jump, just like in Florida. Hell, 45 minutes is a drive to a corner store in Texas, for crying out loud. Some parts.
It depends on what part of Texas you're in.
Yeah, some parts.
Yeah, but yes, we do live in the same town. Yep. But this is something that I've brought up multiple times, that when you're looking at different zones and different levels, right? You have like a tier 1 zone. You should have, like, if it's tier 1, the enemy mobs don't use any skills.
And
they're baby.
Let's bring this up because I like this idea, and to give you all a visual.
Yeah. And so
I'm going to bring up the fire tree.
Yeah, because you have already, like, you already have defined, okay, this mob is using swords. This mob is a mage. This mob is a what? This actually, my idea kind of falls flat on its face with tier 1. So maybe we should actually have it reflect identically. So a tier 1 mob would use a tier 1 skill based off of what it's defined as. Okay. Then a tier 2 mob would use tier 2 skills.
1 and 2 skills.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 skills. Let's not confuse it. Yeah.
The same way. Yeah. Sorry. It's additive. So 1, 2, 3.
If you get the tier 2, anything below continues to get used, and yes, moving down, right?
And kind of like a tier 1 mob, you may not have them wear armor, so they would be naked and just have the fighting skill. But a tier 2 mob would have the fighting skill and either light armor mastery or heavy armor mastery.
But have maybe a helmet and some leggings, partial armor, what have you, to make them, absolutely.
Then, when you get to tier 3, they're using those tier 3 skills. You've added the armor skills associated with that as well as tactics. And so this is where it's like, okay, you've got the like when you start dealing with the humanoid ones, how some of them are described as like being like ranged. Some of them are brawlers. So you'd add the appropriate skills based off of those trees.
Yeah, Yaz has got a good comment for you.
Then skill into codpiece. Absolutely. Tier 4 would be the same. Tier 5, you would actually start getting into 2 combat trees as well as the additional skills. When you start getting into tier 6, you've got the combat armor. You've also got magic trees, and diversify them as well as tactics. And when you get into tier 10 trees, holy shit, they're going to tier 10 zones. They're going to have every single skill. It's way too many variables because variables are hard.
Variables.
But you have
friggin' variable.
The biggest problem that I see with the game mechanics is as soon as you know what's what, you're using the exact same tactics. If you're
Once you know how to kill a troll, you can kill any troll. Yeah. That's basically what it comes down to. Once you know how to kill a dragon, you can kill any dragon.
Any dragon. And there's no diversification in your combat mechanics. It's the same way that if you go to the zombie room, you're casting that ring of fire, you're kiting them around, you're doing your a few other spells, and poof, they're all dead.
Well, I gotta just get a chuckle out of the zombie room because, I mean, intentionally, I mean, that was intentionally built just so that can be done in that fashion, as far as I understand. You do an area of effects and then you just kite around and make them run through the AoE until everything drops. There's another one of them great AFK scenarios where you can just stand the avatar at the entrance, run somebody in there, gain a crap load of experience, and then run out.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's like game mechanics need to be changed and updated in order to do these things. It's kind of like what happens on when you go to East Reach Gap. You've got fighters, you've got mages, you've got rangers, you've got everything else. Yet if you watch what everybody does, it's almost everybody uses the exact same. Archers are off the platform, the tanks there, some healers in the middle. Some people are like standing up against the corner of the pillar.
I think we forgot one major part of most of that also is most folks aren't doing most of the fighting anymore. I let my nightmare do most of the heavy work, and my pet does all the dirty work. But I mean, just out of I'm looking at my stats here. You see me, I'm sitting here with 377 hit points and 778 mana, but this is in my regular dress. If I go into my combat dress in heavy armor, I boost that up, and without any perks, I'm sitting at over 1,200 hit points. And then I toss in the nightmare, and my nightmare brings up almost 3,000. No, I got my bay horse. Wrong animal.
Wrong mount.
Wrong animal. Yeah.
Yeah, your nightmare has like 3,000 hit points and does crap ton more damage.
I'm bringing 4,000 plus hit points to the party. Just me and my pet. So I mean, that makes a big difference when everybody's sitting around with not everybody's over 1,000 hit points, mind you, but you bring a nightmare as a tamer, and you're bringing a lot of wallop to the fight. Now, I've seen, and I've been part of. We even experimented by bringing just the whole party of 12 with as many nightmares. I think we had like 9 of them, and for the most part, nobody had to do a whole lot of work. We just had to mind our P's and Q's so we didn't die, and the nightmares did all the work. You put 9 nightmares in a control point, man, and you're talking total devastation. So forget about AFK.
It's like you need that enemy AI to deal with these things. And I know it's like, hey, you're not going to be able to program for every single situation, but you have to diversify resistances. You have to diversify what magic types being used.
Mages might be able to summon their own critters to fight with them.
Absolutely. It's what happens if you've got a bunch of like a control point with a bunch of summoning mobs where they've just summoned 1,000 underlings and they're all fire resistant. And they're just plowing through everything.
Thank you, 100 bits.
To break it that Falcon Nut subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for those bits, but I actually have to go get ready for a meeting, which means I have to shut everything down and hide it.
He does. But that means we're going to go ahead and have another game of marbles, do another giveaway, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Could have given me some notice there.
Sorry. That's your notice.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Let's hope that didn't lock everything up.
Oh, it did. It did.